Yes, people, Arsenal with Ash. The boys played out a 2-2 draw away at Anfield. Came back from the mud, to be honest with you, because that first half was diabolical. We were getting ripped to shreds. We were controlling the game going forward, but not creating anything really and giving it away. And they were just breaking on us and having fun. And we found ourselves 2-0 down. No fight, no energy, nothing really about us. Um, Half time, Mikel must have got into them, boy, because we saw a different team second half. Saw Martinelli and Trossard rotating in the number 9 and the left wing positions. Martinelli gets his header, great finish from him, really good goal, good cross from Trossard. And then Marino gets the equaliser. Great effort from Odegaard. He's found his shooting boots in the last week or so. And Marino is there for the rebound. And we were unlucky probably to not win that game on the balance of the game. But yeah, obviously in the end we ended up with 10 men for what's the 8th time this season or something like that. Marino getting a second yellow. It was, to be fair, it was a fair decision, I'm not going to lie. So got no complaints about that. And then the boys saw out the draw. So that point pretty much kind of gets us into the Champions League. I can't see us being overturned in that aspect. But second is at threat because we play Newcastle on the weekend, and if they beat us, they go into second, and we don't want that. So yeah, ultimately it's a decent result. Um, Weakened team, no Declan Rice, obviously no Gabriel, no number 9 as well, and we've played against Liverpool, who are almost at full strength, and we got a 2-2 draw, just like at the Emirates. Again, we were not at full strength, and I might sound salty, but I still genuinely think we're better than them. I think we're better than them. At our best, we're better than them. And once we strengthen that attacking line in summer, I think we've got a great chance of doing something special next season. So let's hope we can do that, man, because it's what the team deserves, what Arteta deserves. So we just need to get over the line this time. We really do. But yeah, in terms of this performance, like I said, Arteta was fuming after the game. The interviewer was telling him about asking him how good was the reaction, etc. He was like, "I don't like reactions. I like action. We shouldn't have to wait 20 minutes, especially at Anfield, to get into a game because you can find yourselves all 4 or 5 down. It's happened to us in the past. So yeah, the players. I like that reaction from Arteta. It was definitely the right reaction. It doesn't matter if we've just gone out the Champions League and our season's done. The standards need to be this high every single game, no matter what. You're representing a massive football club. So yeah, big up Arteta on that. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens going forward. 2 more games left in the season, 1 more home game, Newcastle at home, and then Southampton away. And then the boys can go and have a break and come back ready for a massive season next year. I'm glad we're not in the Club World Cup. I tell you that. I'm glad we're not. I don't know how they do the rankings for that, but I'm glad we're not in it because our boys need a rest. Declan, Trossard hamstring injuries now as well. On top of all the other hamstring injuries we've had this season. So these players need a break, and it's coming up very, very soon for them. So yeah, onto the player ratings. David Raya in goal, had a decent game. Couldn't do too much probably about the goals. Claimed any crosses that he could when he could. Helped us to control the game in terms of on the ball when he was playing out from the back. So I think he had a decent game. I'd probably give him a 7 out of 10. Ben White, right back, coming into a tough game, and he hasn't played much football this season. So I think he done all right, all things considered. Um, yeah, I can't really judge Ben White this season at all, really, because yeah, like I said, he's been out for most of the season. So I'm going to give him a bog standard 6 out of 10. Saliba, he's knackered. He's absolutely knackered, and he needs to break more than most players. Played pretty much every minute this season, and you can see the mistakes in the last couple of weeks that have come into his game have all been like lapses of concentration and stuff like that. So I'm sure he'll be back to his best after a good rest this summer. But yeah, he didn't have his best game. Let's just say that. So I give him a 6 out of 10. Kivior, I thought was decent. I thought he was okay. Not pulling up any trees or anything like that. Had a decent game. Not really much to say. So yeah, I'll probably give him a bog standard 6.5 out of 10. Lewis Skelly, I thought done well. I thought he done well up against a Mo Salah, and especially in the first half when we're at them and then they're just breaking on us, and he's having these 1v1s. I think he done quite well, to be fair to him. Um, And yeah, big him up, man. Massive season from him, breakout season, and he's just been top class. So big him up, playing in that atmosphere, getting the ball under pressure, inverting. Yeah, man, proper talent. So I'm gonna give him a 7.5 out of 10. Partey had a decent game, a little bit sloppy in areas, but yeah, he really does bring an extra dimension to our game when he's playing. He gives us an element of calm and control in the middle of the park. So yeah, I think he had a decent game, nothing special. I'll probably give him a standard 6.5. Odegaard I thought was a bit better. There's times again when he just isn't playing that cutting pass. He's just trying to recycle all the time. But yeah, I think he had actually a decent game and probably one of his better games at a place like that, Anfield. So yeah, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to say he had a decent game. He had a decent game. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Marino, I thought was okay as well. I thought he had a decent game in midfield, deputising for Deck, and obviously out of his most recent position up front. I thought he had a decent game, was winning his duels. A couple of times he lost the ball in silly areas. Obviously, he got the red card, so we got to dock some points for that, but he got us the equaliser, which ultimately got us the point in the game. So yeah, I'll probably give him a 6.5 out of 10. It would have been a 7, but obviously he got the red card. Martinelli, I thought he had a good game. I thought he had a good game. He just never stops. He never stops, and that's what I respect about him. Even if he ain't beating his fullback, ain't getting no joy, he is just gonna be relentless, and he deserved his goal. Well done to him. And that's kind of what I wanted to see and what I thought we would see more of when he came back from injury, knowing we didn't have a 9, see him floating into the 9 areas. We haven't really seen it too much until the last maybe couple of games. But yeah, that's how we got his goal, and big him up for that. It was a really good header. He loves scoring against Liverpool. He proper loves scoring against Liverpool. I think he's got something about 6 to 8 goals against them since his debut. So yeah, big him up. And I'll probably give him my man of the match. I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. Trossard, I thought was okay. He had decent moments here and there. His composure on the ball, his little body feints here and there was causing him a couple of problems. He got the cross for Martinelli's goal. Yeah, I thought he had a decent game, but unfortunately he's picked up a hamstring injury. It looks like his season's probably done. So yeah, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. And Bukayo, a constant threat. Should have scored in the opening minutes, man. That would have been perfect, especially the way they tried to jump the line. He should have scored. He needs to tidy up with those sort of finishes. Again, the referee not protecting him. Robertson's got his hand around his neck, and the referee doesn't even blow up. Doesn't even give a whistle, give a free kick, and then they go to the other end and score. Absolute madness. But yeah, constant threat, absolute problem. He's always a danger. So yeah, big him up. I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. And yeah, that's how I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it there. And yeah, hopefully against Newcastle we can seal the second place. We win that, and I think we would have secured it. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But stay tuned for that. We're gonna have lots of content over the summer as well, so make sure you stay tuned. Appreciate the support this season as well, people. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, and we'll see you for the Newcastle game. Take care.